Hello again and welcome back to our course on Access 2019. In this module we're going to continue setting up the trip table and particularly focusing on the next field, which is activity level. So the key difference between activity level and the fields so far is that activity level is going to offer up a number of options. So again, if we refer back to our notepad file, we can see here activity level for this particular trip is moderate. But we might have numerous different activity levels. So we might have moderate, active, leisurely, anything along those lines. So we're going to need to set up something which will allow us to select multiple options. So in this case, we're going to set up 3 different options, but you could have 20, 50, 100, as many as you like. So let's first give our field a name. So I'm going to call this activity level. I'm going to tab to get across to data type. Now this time from the drop down, I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom and select the Lookup Wizard option. And this is going to jump you to a wizard. And again, if you've used Microsoft products before, you may be familiar with this wizard. In general, wizards guide you through a process. They can be really helpful if you're not entirely sure what it is that you want to do, because they can just help you. You just select different options and then the task is done for you. So I really like wizards. And the reason why I'm using the Lookup Wizard is because for activity level, what I essentially want people to be able to do is to pick an activity level from a list. So whether it's active, moderate, leisurely, so on and so forth. And we're going to create that list using this Lookup Wizard. So let's just read what we have on the screen. It says this wizard creates a lookup field which displays a list of values you can choose from. How do you want your lookup field to get its values? And you can see the first option there is selected by default. So it says I want the lookup field to get the values from another table or query. Now you could use that option, but in this case I want to actually define the lookup values myself. So I'm going to say the second option, I will type in the values that I want. And I'm going to click Next. Now when it comes to setting up the options that a user can select, we could get pretty complex and have lots of different columns. But in this case we're going to keep it fairly simple and we're just going to have one column. And remember, the options we are adding are for activity level. So I'm going to click in column 1 and I'm going to type in leisurely, moderate, and challenging. So essentially each trip is classified using one of the 3 options. And I'm going to click Next. So now it's asking me what label would you like for your lookup field? And you can see it's picked up there essentially my field name, which is activity level. Now when it comes to naming fields, I like to name them without spaces and keep them fairly simple. And you might have your own naming convention. Now it's not that you can't put spaces in between your words, so activity space level in this case, but that can cause some problems later on. So just to kind of get around all of that, I either have it all as one word or I might separate the 2 words using something like an underscore. I have a little checkbox underneath that says limit to list. So do I want to limit the choices to the list that I've created? So yes, I do. So I'm going to select limit to list. I don't want someone to be able to go in there and add in more activity levels. The next option, do you want to store multiple values for this lookup? Now this is a little bit controversial in Access. So if you have a list, what this means is if you allow multiple values, it will allow the user to select more than one activity level. Now in this case that might seem a little bit odd. You probably wouldn't have a trip that's challenging and leisurely, so you'd probably just select one in that case. Now this might be valid in some circumstances to select more than one option. So for example, if you had a big long list of countries and this trip applied to multiple different countries, then you might use something like a multi-select. But in this case, I'm not going to allow multiple values because they aren't needed. So I'm just going to click Finish. I'm going to add a description for my field. So we're going to say indicator of how active this trip is. And let me go down and select set my field properties for this particular field. So field size, now this is only holding one word, so it's going to be leisurely, moderate or challenging. So I'm just going to change this to 30 characters. That should cover it. Is the activity level required? Yes, it is. Is it indexed? So do we want to be able to search on the activity level? So I'm going to say yes for this, because it might be that you want to go in and do a search for all holidays that are moderate. So I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to say duplicates okay, because there might be multiple trips where moderate has been assigned as the activity level. Now, because this uses a lookup, I'm going to go to the Lookup tab in my field properties. It's just next to General, just here. And this is where I can set my properties for that little drop down or that lookup. So you can see the first field here, it says display control and it says combo box. And again, if you've used the combo boxes in Excel, then you might be fairly familiar with what these are. So it basically just means like a little drop down box where you can select an option. And again, I'm going to explain more about the different styles of drop down that you can have, but for the moment, I'm happy to keep this on combo box. We then have row source type. So do you want to get the values from a table, query, or type them in? So we chose to type them in, which is value list. So I'm going to keep that just there. Then underneath that, we have our row source, and you can see there we have the 3 different activity levels: leisurely, moderate, and challenging. And you can probably see very simply how you could modify those. If I decided that I wanted to remove leisurely, I could just come into here, highlight it and delete it. Or if I wanted to add another one, I could very simply just come onto the end here. I could type in a semicolon and then type in my new activity level in quote marks. So you can modify your raw source from your field properties. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to jump into here and I'm going to add in another field that says leisurely to moderate. I'm just putting that in quote marks and making sure I have those semicolons in between. So super simple to modify those. Do I want to limit to list? Yes, I do. I only want people to be able to select the data that I've specified or the activity levels I've specified, so that's fine. Do I want to allow multiple values? No, I don't. You can only select one. And do I allow value list edits? I'm going to say no, as I don't want anyone else other than me changing those values. So that's the settings for the activity level field. Now I need to set an appropriate value for our Louisiana Explorer trip. So I'm going to jump to Datasheet View. Now, this is a warning message that you'll see pop up from time to time, and it's basically Access doing a check of its data integrity rules. And you can see here it says, data integrity rules have been changed. Existing data may not be valid for the new rules. It says this process may take a long time. Do you want the existing data to be tested with the new rules? Now, we're still very early on in the process of setting this database up, and whilst later on it's probably going to be good for me to get access to do a data integrity check to make sure everything is okay, at the moment I'm not too worried about that. So I'm going to click on cancel and we can run the testing later. So now we are back at our Tubble trip. We can see we have the Louisiana Explorer trip in here, and we now have a new field for activity level. When I click in this field, you can see that now I have a little drop down arrow. And would you look at that? There we have leisurely, moderate, and challenging. And for this one, I'm going to select leisurely to moderate. And again, you can widen that column out if you need to. So the next field to add in is the country field. And ultimately, we need to be able to specify that a trip goes to a number of different countries. But at this stage, I'm just going to record the main country that the trip visits. So in this case, it would be USA. I'm going to use a lookup again, but I'm going to say that selection is not limited to the list because I'm not really sure about my country list yet. The list might change. So I'm going to go away and I'm going to set up this country field and I'll join you in a few moments. So country is now set up. I'm going to jump back to Datasheet view, and I'm going to record the country for my Louisiana Explorer, which is USA. And we have one final field to add, and that is the description. Now, description won't be a short text field. It might be longer than 255 characters. So I'm going to change this data type to long text. And a long text field can hold up to a gig of text. Now, it's a little bit difficult as a user of Access to really be able to know what that means. What is a gig of text? What I will say is that each field can hold roughly 64,000 characters, and I very much doubt we're going to have a description that's that long. So I'm now going to set the properties for this field, and the only one to really point out here is that in general, a long text description wouldn't be indexed, so I'm going to have no just there. Let's add a quick description, and then let's jump back to Datasheet view, and we're going to add a description in here for our Louisiana Explorer trip. So that's it. We have a few more fields to add, and they are all numeric, and we're going to cover those in the next module, so please join me for that.
If you're not a subscriber, click down below to subscribe so you get notified about similar videos we upload. To get a free Microsoft Access 2019 course, including downloadable exercise files, click over there. And click over there to watch all the videos in this Access 2019 playlist.